Aquaba. Welcome to You Ain't Imagining This. I'm Amma Robin, your sister host here at Yatetown, and I am so glad that we are meeting again today. Come sit with me for a minute. No, we're not going to meet on the porch today. Today, we're going to the Umoja Café and having a cool hibiscus tea and some small eats. I see Miss Aisha is already bringing us a plate now. She says that the best conversations happen over food, and her food is always welcome. I've been thinking still about higher ground, and honestly, this may be a surprise, I don't always recognize it even when I'm completely immersed in it. Usually, I recognize it only after I leave it. Is it the same for you too? Sometimes I will be somewhere that feels open and safe and grounded and joyful, and I don't fully realize what's happening in my mind and body and spirit until later. Not until I leave. Then I realize that the tension is returning. I realize that my jaw is tightening again and my awareness is sharpening, and the hypervigilance quietly slips back in. That's when I think, wait a minute, I didn't feel like that a few minutes ago. I felt relaxed and open and free. I felt different, lighter somehow, more human, connected. And maybe the best way to say it is I felt more like myself. I've started realizing that those moments matter a lot, a whole lot. I started thinking back to when I feel those moments the most. Sometimes I feel them when I'm walking through black shopping markets. I remember, I told the story before, but I'll tell it again. I remember being at one at a place just outside of Paris, and I just felt so immersed in the experience. I want to back up a minute, because first, when I told the person at the hotel that I'm going to this area, I'm looking forward to seeing it, she had a look of horror on her face. She was saying, "It's not safe, be careful, don't go after dark." And I thought, what? What's she talking about? When I got there, I, as I said, felt so immersed and welcomed and open and calm. There was the music, and there were conversations, and there was movement, and there was art. And mostly, there was ease. I felt ease. I wasn't performing. I wasn't explaining myself. I wasn't monitoring every part of myself the way I sometimes have to do in other spaces. I was just there. And that was everything. I've been sitting with my sisters in conversation too. The times where laughter just comes so easily and naturally. And when things are understood without ever having to be said. Where my body settles without you ever even realizing it. And where nobody needs you to prove anything. Honestly, sometimes I feel that when I'm completely immersed in a really good book. Y'all know how much I love to read. And some books, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's interesting. I'm captivated. But when I'm lost in a really good book where Black people get to be complicated and brilliant and imaginative and soft and alive, well, I feel myself elevating. especially in books that remind me of who we are beyond the struggle. Those moments, those moments feel important to me now. For a long time, and maybe it's the same with you, but for a long time, I just got so used to functioning under stress and strain and performance that I forgot what it even felt like when all of that lifted, even for just a minute. And after everything we've been talking about this month, the racial battle fatigue, the wear and tear on us, the John Henryism, that high effort coping, the working twice as hard to, get half as far, actually, even working harder than that twice as hard to get half as much. And the nervous system struggling to rest. But I think I'm beginning to understand something. The body actually remembers survival. And it remembers safety. It remembers what safety feels like. Sometimes only for moments, but those moments do matter. And I think that's part of what higher ground means to me now. It's not perfection, everything being just right and just so. It's not escaping reality. We can talk about reality later. It's not pretending the world has suddenly become fair or pretending that oppression doesn't exist, because actually we know it does. But it's moments where I can feel my full humanity again. Moments where my nervous system isn't organized entirely around surviving and proving and scanning, enduring, or bracing. Honestly, yes, I'm going to be honest with you here about my feelings. I don't think we talk enough how important those moments are, because we're often taught to treat joy as unserious or silly or frivolous. We treat rest as indulgent and optional. We treat ease as weakness, and we treat imagination as distraction. I don't think that's true anymore. Oh yeah, I really believed all of that too. But now I don't think that's true anymore. I think those moments are part of how we remember ourselves. I think higher ground can look very ordinary at times. It doesn't have to be some big production. It can be a porch conversation, a cookout, a great song, books, gardens, community, sitting with a friend in silence and just knowing that you are understood and valued. Feeling safe enough to laugh from your stomach instead of politely from your throat. Remember those deep belly laughs? And maybe that's why these spaces matter so much, because some spaces pull the body into vigilance, but other spaces allow the body to soften. I notice that difference now. I notice how certain environments really tighten me and how others let me breathe more fully without effort. And I don't say this because I think we can permanently escape struggle. I don't think that's realistic. Again, hey, I'm open to talking about this, and you can prove me wrong. I would welcome that. But I do think we deserve moments, and hopefully, eventually, even full lives for ourselves and our friends, for our children and family. Full lives that are not organized entirely around exhaustion and oppression and responding to an environment that wasn't made for us or that doesn't welcome us. I think we deserve higher ground. That's what I'm choosing to call it. What do you call it? What does it feel like to you? I would love to hear your name for it, but I'm calling it higher ground. I am open and welcoming your name for it too, because I think we deserve higher ground as a practice and as a community, as a culture, as imagination, as restoration. And maybe part of the work now is learning to recognize higher ground, learning to recognize the places and people and practices and experiences that allow us to feel more human, that allow us to naturally elevate, and then protecting them, creating more of those things in our lives and sharing those things with others. That's part of what I hope Yatetown can become. I hope that's what Yatetown does now. No, it's not perfect, but it's not escapist. It's a place where people can sit down for a while and remember that survival is not the only thing we were made for. We were made for joy and peace and love and connection and community and the whole range of the human experience. Now, I'm still learning this myself, and I'm still noticing how quickly my body can shift back into tension and stress. But I'm also still learning to practice softness and to practice rest and practice imagination and dreaming. I think I'm finally beginning to trust those moments of higher ground instead of dismissing them. Yes, I dismissed it, I let it go, instead of really valuing them. And I think that matters. So maybe today, just notice where your body softens. Notice the people and places and experiences that let you breathe differently. Notice what helps you feel more alive and more grounded, more like your true self. And there is no pressure to name it or define it. Just take a moment to notice it. That's enough for now. But you can take it as far as you want. You can notice it and feel it and immerse yourself in it and dream about it and practice it and build it and share it. You can have all these things for yourself and for others too. And if someone has come to mind while you were listening to this episode, someone you know has been carrying too much for too long, and let's face it, we all know someone like that, maybe invite them to sit with us for a while too. Maybe you can invite them to sit a while and have some hibiscus tea and offer to make a plate for them. We've got to look out for each other, and that's part of what this community is for. I'm Alma Robin, your sister here in Yatetown. Today we're at Umoja Café and practicing higher ground together. The porch light is on. Come as you are, take what you need. And you ain't imagining this. Ashe, fam.